मुठारे मो माटिया महका नामे आजी सतबार कुड़ा मेलाई जतने सपने सजाए घर आवेग अधीरे झूमी उठे मना सबु लागे आपणार फूल से मो बगीचार हाथ मुठारे मो माटिया महका नामे आजी जन्मभूमि
check check इतने सुंदर परफॉर्मेंस पर आई थिंक वी ऑल आर रेडी नाउ पूरा चार्ज्ड अप पूरा गियर्ड अप रेडी एंजॉय करबा वी हैव जस्ट स्टार्टेड द डे मत लगे ये एक्चुअली गोटे मिनी ओडिशा ही क्रिएट हो सारी मुझे भाभी नी जे ओडिशा रू आसिक एत दूर से अमेरिका पहुँचला मत आउ गोटे ओडिशा देखा मिल सो वेल इट्स टाइम टू वेलकम आवर कन्वेनर डॉक्टर उमा बल्लभ मिश्र सर प्लीज आप मंच उपरक आसतु आपंकर किसी वर्ड्स शेयर करंतु
नमस्कार Good morning, dear friends, guests, and event sponsors. बिंदु बिंदु मिसी हुए सिंधु आउ आपण माने होचंती सेही सिंधुरे गोटिए गोटिए बिंदु आज आमे एठी एकाठी हेचु the largest Odia gathering in last 50 years of history, celebrating this golden jubilee, to cherish the family, friendship, food, culture, and establishing the link with the past and the future. आपण माने एई जो privilege मते देइचंती as convener of this convention.
हेलो हेलो
As they say, technical difficulties. You have attended many, and this is one of that. Uh, in this occasion, I'm the one standing here to welcome you all for this August occasion. And I ask your forgiveness at the outset for the inconveniences of yesterday, and if there will be any, for the future. I'm so honored to so many octogenarians. People are here just to see each of you and interact with you. So if you see somebody,
वो ये सेटअप करने बोलो सर तब तक क्लियर करो नहीं तो ड्रामा में लग जाए
hey hey हेलो हेलो
well, age of technology. When it works, it is superb. You know it. At the end, as I lost my 3 minutes, I will say, Ma kaschit dukha bande utkala jan.
check
Stop changed.
इधर है हे 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 हे
hey check hey
Technology break. Hello. It's working. Yeah. Check, check, check. If I say a full sentence, is it going to stop working? No, it's not. It's working. You come up. Mosa, please come up again. Sorry about the technology. Sorry about that. It should work now.
I know, I hope so.
हेलो हेलो
I will not repeat what I said, but again, the first beginning, Bindu Bindu misi hue Sindhu, au apanamane aji, sei Sindhure gotiye gotiye Bindu. Friends, family, and the future generation. I welcome you all for this Golden Jubilee celebration with a lot of pride. I still don't know why I am selected as your convener. When you saw all these multi-talented individuals, I won't repeat much, but please stop by, interact, friendship, and build the bridge to the future with our younger generation. At the end, I will still recite the same Sanskrit, Sarve Bhavantu Sikhino, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu, Ma Kashit Dukha Bhagavavet, Bande Utkala Janani, Jai Vasha, Jai Jagannath.
थैंक यू सर एते सुविधा असुविधा भी आपण आम सहित रहिले आगु को बढ़िया पूर्व गोटे कथा कहबी जे एठी जहाँ भी आमर अरेंजमेंट होती 3 दिनर जो प्रोग्राम आमर ऑर्गेनाइज करा इट्स बीन 3 मंथ्स मो ठारू अधिक आपण समस्ते जानी जे आपण माने अलग अलग प्रोफेशन रे अछंती स्टिल समस्त निजर बेस्ट दउछंती 3 दिनर एही कार्यक्रम को केमती सुपर हिट करबा पई कि सो सेही भितरे छोट मोट एंती इश्यूज हे जाए नेवर माइंड आगु को बढ़िबा इट्स टाइम टू वेलकम ओसा प्रेसिडेंट मिस्टर लालाटेन्दु महांती महोदय प्लीज आपण स्टेज ऊपर को आसंत आपणकर किछि कथा आमर सहित शेयर करंतु
Namaskar. As everyone says, the buck stops here. So I personally apologize to everyone for the technical difficulties, which definitely beyond our control. Hele, mo matiro mahaka e desore basuchi. Mo maro bhasa एटी कुनी कुनी छुआ पिला माने कहउचंती मो जगन्नाथ ए देश रे भारी आडंबर रे पूजा पाउचंती इवन अटलांटिक सिटी रे मो राज्यर गर्व ओडिसी डांस आज मेडिसिन स्क्वायर रे चर्चित होउची मो आईर माछ बेसर एटी खाइबा को मिलुची सो Congratulations to Odisha Society of the Americas for preserving our heritage, our culture for last 50 years. And making this our home, being far away from our land for years. Even our heart still beats for our roots. बंधुगण माननीय अतिथि श्रीयुक्त पंडित चौरासिया आमर चीफ स्पीकर मिस्टर भगवान प्रकाश प्रिय उमा भाइना उमा बल्लभ मिश्र मोर सहकर्मी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट सुशील पंडा सेक्रेटरी अमर सेनापति एवं मोर ट्रेजरर Sachipati, ताछड़ा न्यूयॉर्क न्यू जर्सी ऑर्गेनाइजर प्रेसिडेंट श्रीयुक्त Sribatsa Das. And my dear friends, you all are seeing a history being made in this stage. 50 years, you all should be proud of each of these years. Again, congratulations to you all. This is a very exciting time for Odisha society history. The organization which started with few Odias just wanted to get together, share their heritage, maybe in somebody's basement, now grown up to a huge organization with high repute, serving Odias not only in North America, but connecting it to people around the world. The feeling of early ODIs in this country in 1969, it's not far-fetched to say it parallels with Edwin Aldrin or Armstrong reaching the moon. 1969 is written in the world history where human landed in the moon. But at the same context, coming from an old world country in a new land with different lifestyle is not much different from landing in a moon for us. ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ଏହି କନଭେନସନର ଥିମ୍ ରହିଲା ବିନ୍ଦୁ ବିନ୍ଦୁ ମିଶି ହୁଏ ସିନ୍ଧୁ ଗୋଟିଏ ଗୋଟିଏ ପ୍ରବାସୀ ଓଡ଼ିଆଙ୍କର ସମଷ୍ଟି ଅବଦାନ ନିସ୍ୱାର୍ଥ ଭାବ କର୍ମ ଦାନରୁ ଏହି ଓଷାର ସାଗରର ସୃଷ୍ଟି ଆଜି ଏହି ସୁବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଜୟନ୍ତୀ ଉପଲକ୍ଷେ ଆମମାନେ ଏବଂ ପ୍ରାଣ ଏକତ୍ରରେ ବାନ୍ଧି ହୋଇ ଏହି ସାଗରକୁ ଆହୁରି ବିଶାଳ ଏବଂ ସମୁଦ୍ର ଆଡ଼କୁ ଟାଣି ନେବାର ସେହି ଚେଷ୍ଟା ଆମେ କରିବା ଆଜିଠାରୁ. As we reflect back, we must realize the circumstances in which the passionate ODIs came together, thinking about the society, ultimately building the oldest Indian organization in North America. So now, let's forget moon, let's go to the Mars. A relation comes from many forms, but for ODIs like us, living far away from our parents, brothers, sisters, relatives, with our robust roots, magnificent culture, and the strong heritage, our roots are not in the landscape or not limited to a country or a people, they are inside us. They are our Sanskruti ebong Sanskara. Whether we do, wherever we go, Odisha will continue to remain close to our hearts. We will continue to be part of the Odisha for her success as well as at her diversity or adversity. We will continue to support the entrepreneurship, advocate for the social justice, facilitate opportunity of higher education, and try to reduce the digital divide. While we think about less privileged Odisha, we must not forget the community where we live today, the community where we are part of. Without that involvement, the local community will not have a strong quality of life that has given to us. So our community where we live is most important to us, and Odisha society will continue to support the community where we live today. So friends, as you know, the convention is going to be for last another 2 days. There is a huge preparation is going on. A lot of artists from outside has come. So friends, put your belt tight and enjoy the journey. God bless Odisha Society of America. Thank you very much. Now, it is my privilege to request our chief guest of the day, Mr. Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia. Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia is just marked 80 years. He was very kind enough to join us, and it's a privilege to have an eminent personality like Mr. Pandit Chaurasia. Give a big round of applause, and I request everybody to stand up for a moment.
नमस्कार मु किछि कहवाको आसी नथिली मु एंजॉय करवाको आसली एठी आम जो भाई और भणी माने एते एक्टिव कल्चरली एटी रहीकरी एते काम विधि रहीकरी भी एते एक्टिव अछंती आ एटा हैला आपनकर गोल्डन जुबली तो केते वर्ष चली मु केवे देखी नथिली किंतु शुणुली सब बड़े एथर मत आपण मैंने चांस देले एठी आसिया को भल लगुची आ मु प्रार्थना करछि यदि आपण को भगवान करंतु आपण को गोल्डन जुबली पर कौन हुए डायमंड जुबली से मत इनवाइट करंतु मु आसीबी और थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू
Thank you, Pandit Hari Prasad ji. Okay, if we can please welcome next onto the stage the OSA New York, New Jersey President, Mr. Sribatsa Das.
Respected dignitaries and fellow ODS, good morning. I sincerely apologize to all of you for the inconvenience caused by the long lines and in hotel check-in and food last night. Some of the things are not in our control, but we are human. We are truly sorry for some of the delays that caused last night. On behalf of the New Jersey, New York chapter, I would like to welcome all of you to OSA's Golden Jubilee Convention. We are truly touched by the overwhelming response from all of you. I would like to thank the founders of this organization who started this association 50 years ago. While many such associations have fallen apart, we have stood strong. That means we must be doing something right. I would like to thank our donors and sponsors. I would like to thank more than 200 volunteers who have sacrificed their personal time over a year to pull this event. I would like to thank OSA NYNJ Management Committee members, the members, and my executive team for making a lot of hard choices, for making contributions, for making sacrifices to pull this big event through. I would like to thank OSA board members and OSA national executives for their continued support and guidance. I would like to commend the work of OSA national executives for improving governance, for responding to catastrophes and emergencies with compassion. That work is truly remarkable. This team has achieved what was once thought impossible. So today you see a record number of people. That is due to non-stop innovative marketing. Believe me, the emails are going to stop. The SMS messages are going to stop after 7. So you can sigh of relief. I would like to point you to a very important thing the team has done in republishing all the past souvenirs into print and digital. Today you can buy them from Amazon.com. And by doing so, we have established a perpetual royalty stream which was not available to us before. We have created a history channel out of all the VHS, Hi-8, DVDs, everything that was available to us. We have created a YouTube channel. Not only we can monetize that, but we can enjoy it now and all future generations can enjoy it. We have created unique digital experience. I really thank all our volunteers. We focus a lot on culture. We should be. However, we should be mindful of the changing social, technological, economic, and political climate. We need to cater to the needs of the new arrival and to the aspirations and dreams of the new generation. So we have a lot of work in front of us. So with this, I would like to thank my family who can't wait to get back to me into their lives after years of work. So I would like all of you to enjoy this convention. Thank you very much. So now, I would like to introduce the chief speaker, Dr. Bhagwan Prakash. He has 40 years of dedicated service at regional, national, and international level field of youth, adolescent, human resource development, volunteerism, peace and social harmony, youth health and AIDS awareness, environment, education, age care, voter education and training, disaster preparedness, planning and public policy, civil society, institution building, promotion of scientific temper, secular and national values. I would like to welcome Dr. Bhagwan Prakash to the stage.
समस्त को नमस्कार कवि वरिष्ठ को नमस्कार कनिष्ठ को शुभेच्छा मोर जो समसामयिक बंधु मान बस आगे से समस्त को अभिनंदन टुडे इज ए ग्रेट डे फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस आई वाज टॉकिंग टू some of my colleagues before this inauguration took place about the age of this organization. Am I audible to you? Yes, yes. So this is the 50th year of OSA. And I was asking the organization when OSA was born. So Uma Babu told me, reminded me, correct me if I am wrong. He told me that it was born in 1969. Am I correct? 1969 is very, very important. It was also Mahatma Gandhi's centenary year. So OSA was born on a very auspicious day on Mahatma Gandhi's centenary year. Gandhi was born, in 1869. And coincidentally, 2019 is also 150th year of Mahatma Gandhi's arrival in this world. So you have a very, very auspicious past, and this organization has been surviving, growing, kicking, living. And that itself is that you have survived long 50 years is itself is a great credit. So congratulations to all of you. Golden Jubilee, you have now completed 50 years. The organization is entering the 51st year, the second 50. The first 50 is the very turbulent part in a human life also. All the major decisions you take during the first 50. During the first 50, you are born, you grow, you survive infant mortality, you survive maternal mortality, you survive under 5 mortality, and You go through the most turbulent period of adolescence. You make a choice about your career. You make a choice about your life partner. You make a choice about your work and your family. So many events. You become a parent. So that is the period in the first 50 years. And past 50 years is a very, very eventful year. Now the second 50 year is the challenge, because the first 50 years you have survived and you have grown and established this very great big organization. Now how to sustain the second 50 when you make a century? I think second 50, as I look in front of me, I find many who are also born in the 21st century, the millennials. So it is the millennials who will celebrate this century, first century, the 100 years of these organizations. Millennials who are sitting before me, I found many of them standing here on the dais and speaking, singing, and we have been seeing their dances. So friends, one thing I would like to draw your attention. Pandit Chaurasiya was here, and we gave him a very standing ovation, all of you. And Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasiya himself is also a migrant. How many of you know his Odisha connection? He is the Jamai Babu of Odisha. Am I correct, Panditji? He is the Jamai Babu of Odisha. There are many Jamai Babus sitting here. So as a Jamai Babu of Odisha in 1957, he shifted from Lucknow, Allahabad, Lucknow to Cuttack, if I am correct. And since then he has been moving and moving around the world. And now he is the pride. So Jamai Babu, we are proud of you. Friends, there is a saying that coming together is the process. We have all come together. And that itself is a great achievement. That couple of thousand Odiyas are now here under one roof. When I received a letter of invitation from your organizers requesting me to speak to all of you and meet and speak to all of you, so there are 3 hidden offers in the letter. I hope Sushil Babu is here, Sushil Pandaji. Yes, he is over there. So he mentioned 3 things. He invited me as a speaker, and simultaneously he said, if I come and agree to come as a speaker, what will be my gains? He said he would have 3 gains. So there are 3 offers. Number 1 gain, he said, that you will meet an occasion which is first of its kind in the whole of America. That all the Odiyas of America will be coming together and sitting under the same roof, and you will have a chance to meet them. And I think the offer was very genuine, and I have been meeting them since yesterday. I'm meeting you today, all of you together today. So that is a great thing. Thank you. There's a second offer, that you will be meeting poets, writers, intellectuals, scientists, doctors, and the Odia brain of America. So I have been meeting these brains, many of these brains since yesterday. So thank you for that also. Your offer also was very genuine. The third offer was very irresistible. He said that here, under one roof, you'll be meeting 3 generations of Odiyas. I think I am also meeting sometime since yesterday the 4th generation also. When I find children sitting dancing, moving here and there, and speaking in Odia. Who is an Odia? Anybody who speaks an Odia? So there are two definitions of Odiyas given by two great sons of Odisha. One is Pandit Gopabandhu Das, Utkal Mani Pandit Gopabandhu Das. The second one was by Madhusudan Das. So what Gopabandhu Das said, जो माने ओडिशा को भल पाती से माने समस्ते ओडिया. Madhusudan Das definition is a little longer, so I have been asked by the organizers to cut short my time. But I have the temptation to read out. The Madhusudan Utkalmani Madhusudan Das Odia definition कौन? से लेकिन ओडिया, अण ओडिया, हिंदू, मुसलमान, ख्रिस्टियन एठारे प्रत्येक जेपरी प्रत्येक ठारू विभक्त होई रहिछंती से डिफाइन करछन इन ए कॉन्टेक्स्ट उत्कल सम्मेलन मीटिंग रे डिफाइन करछंती जे ओडिया, अण ओडिया, हिंदू, मुसलमान, ख्रिस्टियन एठारे प्रत्येक जेपरी प्रत्येक ठारू विभक्त होई रहिछंती जे समस्त को एकाठी न कले ओडिशार जातीय जीवन संभव हेब नाही. डू एग्री? थैंक यू. एवं समस्त को एकाठी न कले ओडिशार जातीय जीवन संभव हेब नाही. सेकेंड सेंटेंस, जीए जो भाषा भाषी, जीए जो धर्मावलंबी हुंतु ना कहीं ओडिशा जो मानकर बा जो मानक पाई जो मानक संतान मानकर शैशवर क्रीड़ाभूमि, ओडिशा जहाँ जो मानकर संतान मानकर शैशवर क्रीड़ाभूमि, यौवनर कर्मभूमि, वार्धक्यर विश्रामस्थल एवं अंतिम अवस्थार शेष आश्रयभूमि से माने समस्ते ओडिया. एटा मु कोट करछि, एटा आमर कथाकार कथा सम्राट सुरेंद्र महांती कोट करछिनी मधुसूदन दास को. सो दैट इज द डेफिनेशन. कहूली जे कमिंग टुगेदर इज द प्रोसेस एंड सो वी हैव कम टुगेदर. सो दैट इज ए सेइंग, एनीथिंग व्हिच इज हाफ वेल डन, एनीथिंग व्हिच इज half begun is well done. So you have a half begun, and on 7th you will be assessing you will assess your success. So it is very, I wish all success to your organization, and definitely it is going to be a very highly successful program. The coming together is telling you the process. Thinking together is progress. Now we have been thinking together for the last 2 days. We will be thinking together next 2 days, 4 days. So thinking together is the progress. And lastly, working together is success. So from process to progress to success. So this is what is going to, I hope this is going to happen here during the next 2-3 days when you are all here. We are aware, we are meeting the best brains of Odisha here. And your parents have come here, your parents of parents, parents of parents. I met a gentleman, a distinguished person here in the morning. He said he is living in Mysore. And he has come to USA to meet his children. I said, what is your original place? He said, my original place is Odisha, in a village. So I shifted to Mysore and stayed in Mysore for 30 years. Dilip Mishra ji is here, I hope. And he said, I am in Mysore, living Odisha for 30 years. I have come to meet my children. And how many years your children are here? He said, my children are here for the last 20 years, 15 to 20 years. And what will happen to the children's children? I do not know. The whole world is a world of migrants, including Mahatma Gandhi. I would say Mahatma Gandhi is the greatest gift to India by the Odia diaspora, by the Indian diaspora, I would say. I was in Johannesburg, South Africa. So a gentleman told me, you gave us Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and we return the Mahatma to you. So Odisha has given all the brains to America, and I hope America would also return to Odias and Odisha something back. You have been building, you have been developing a new identity here. And I am aware that you have gone through lots of ups and downs, you have been struggling, you have been going through very hard days in your life, and that is how the world also grows. I was telling you how the whole world, entire world, there is a great social anthropologist, he is called the Brian Sykes. So he has written a book. The title of the book is The 7 Daughters of the Earth. And these 7 daughters of the earth, how they have moved from place to place. Odiyare ame taku kahiba the matrukula. The gene is carried by the maternal generations. One mother gives its gene to the next mother, to her daughter, daughter gives to her daughter gives to the granddaughter, gives to the great-granddaughter. That is how the gene travels. And that is why the world is united. And that is why the world is diverse, unity in diversity. Friends, I will tell you something in the next couple of minutes. A great tragedy has happened to your homeland, to your home country, to your Odisha, lovely Odisha, beautiful Odisha. On 3rd May, there was a great tragedy which struck, which is called Fani. And in Fani, you cannot imagine, I also would like to thank all of you because you have been also lending your support. And your money will be well spent. Odisha government has taken very commendable steps, and the rescue and restoration work has been going on. But when you go back to your home state, Odisha, for years to come, it is not the same again. And what is the extent of damage which are taking place? I will just read out very quickly in the next 1 minute to you. Total district affected, 14 districts have been affected by this Fani cyclone storm. And most affected, Puri, Khordha, Nayagarh. Villages affected, 16,659 villages affected. And 159 blocks have been affected out of 314 blocks. Human casualty, 64. I would like to remind you that in the late 90s, when there was a cyclone in California, the casualty was 0. And 2 years after, when there was in 1999, there was a super cyclone in Odisha, the casualty was 15,000. So in terms of in comparison to the 15,000 casualty in 1969, 64 definitely is a much less number, but not a single person should die. And that's why people are asking what the American Odias can do for their homeland. I said, more than their money, what we require in Odisha is their mind, technology, skills, information, knowledge. Loss of livestock, 87 lakh. This includes cattle, poultry, goat, and all the livestock. Fishing boats lost, 6,300 fishing boats, which means more than 7,000 families, those who have been depending on this source of livelihood. Rural road demolished. 9,693 kilometers of rural road has been damaged. Primary health center affected. 1,031 primary health center affected. Primary schools, 5,244 primary schools have been damaged. You can imagine the extent of the damage and how long it will take. Higher education, high schools, 1,547, and colleges, 270 damaged. Election poll, electric polls, 1,56,000 electric poles have been damaged. And on this, I would also like to tell you that nobody had expected the energy will disappear after the cyclone. For almost 3 weeks, Odisha was living without power, without energy. Loss of 9,400 crore property, private property, public property, and 30,000 vendors, they have lost their source of livelihood. I will not reel out the statistics, but just I wanted to tell you that this is the physical aspect, the human aspect. For the psychological aspect, if you hear there are stories how smiles have gone from millions of faces. A lady who was a divorcee, who had 2 daughters, those who are widows, and their children, how they have been damaged, how they have been affected, how they have been shifted, how their life has been destroyed, how the smiles from their face has gone. So there we don't, money is not going to help, their mind is going to help. Trauma counseling. So this kind of work, the psychological work, the mental work, the social work, government cannot do. Government can build buildings. Government can build roads, construct roads, can provide electricity. But the human aspect of the tragedy can only be managed and looked after by the humans like you and me and others. So this is in brief, I wanted to tell you the extent of damage, but there is a roadmap which I very briefly, very quickly I would share the roadmap with you in next 1 minute. There are priorities, shelter. Most of the shelters have gone. Most of the trees have disappeared. The total damage is tremendous, unacceptable, and you would not see the same Odisha once again for the next 10 to 20 years. So friends, this is just I wanted to tell you the extent of damage done. We need your support. We need your mind, the technology by which you can rebuild a new Odisha. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Honorable Bhagwan Prakashji, for your wise words. Okay, if we can welcome next, please, the OSA Secretary, Mr. Amar Senapati.
Namaskar. Honorable Chief Guest Pandit Ji, Pandit Hari Prasad Ji, Honorable Chief Speaker Bhavan Prasad, ଆଉ ସମସ୍ତ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀମାନେ, ଆଜି 50th ଗୋଲ୍ଡେନ୍ ଜୁବଲି ଓସା କନଭେନସନ୍ ଯେଉଁଟାକି 1969ରେ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହୋଇଥିଲା, ଆଉ ଆମର ସିନିୟର୍ସ ମାନେ ଏଇ ପ୍ଲାଟଫର୍ମଟିକି ଆମ ବନେଇଥିଲେ ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ, ଯାହାଦ୍ୱାରା ଆମେମାନେ ମିଶିପାରୁଛେ, କଲଚରାଲି ଆମେ ମିଶିକି ଏନ୍ଜୟ କରିପାରୁଛେ। ସୋ ମୁଁ ଏଇଠି ବକ୍ତବ୍ୟ ବହୁତ ଲିମିଟେଡ଼ ରଖିବି। ଏବେ ଆଗକୁ ଭାବିବାର ସମୟ 50 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗକୁ, ତେବେ ଏଇଟା ଭାଷଣ ନୁହେଁ, ମନର କଥା କହିବି। 50 ବର୍ଷର ଏହି ସଂଗଠନରେ ଆଜି 3 ପିଢ଼ିର ସଦସ୍ୟମାନେ ଏକଜୁଟ ହୋଇଛନ୍ତି। 50 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଆମର ଏହି ସଂଗଠନ ଆଜି ଗୋଟେ ପରିବାରରେ ପରିଣତ ହୋଇଛି। ଓଷା କେବଳ ଏକ ସଂଗଠନ ନୁହେଁ, ଆମ ପାଇଁ, ଆମ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ସେ ଏକ ପରିବାର, ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପରିବାର। ଆମର ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ 3 ଗୁଣ ବଢ଼ିଯାଇଛି। ଆମ ଆଗରେ ନେକ୍ସଟ 50 ବର୍ଷ ପାଇଁ 3ଟି ଗୁରୁ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ଅଛି। ପ୍ରଥମ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ, ଏହି ସଂଗଠନ ତଥା ଓଷା ପରିବାରର ବରିଷ୍ଠ ସଦସ୍ୟ ଯେଉଁମାନେ ସଂଗଠନର ମୂଳଦୁଆ ପକାଇଥିଲେ ଏବଂ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ଅଭିଜ୍ଞତା ଆଶୀର୍ବାଦ ଆମ ପାଇଁ ବହୁ ମୂଲ୍ୟବାନ, ସେମାନଙ୍କ ସହ ଆମେ ସଂଗଠନରେ ସଦସ୍ୟ ଭାବେ ନୁହେଁ, ପରିବାରର ସଦସ୍ୟ ଭାବେ ଜଡ଼ିତ ହୋଇପାରିଲେ ସେମାନେ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ହେବେ। ଆଉ ସେମାନେ ଯେଉଁଟା ଆମ ପାଇଁ ଆଶା କରିଥିଲେ ସେଇଟା ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ହେବ। ତ ସେମାନେ ଆଜିକାଲିର ଆଧୁନିକ ସାର ହାତବାଡ଼ି କିମ୍ବା ହ୍ୱିଲ୍ ଚେୟାର ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଦରକାର ଆମର ଟାଣୁଆ କାନ୍ଧ। ଯେଉଁଦିନ ସେମାନେ ଭାବିପାରିବେ ଯେ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଆମ ଟାଣୁଆ କାନ୍ଧ ଅଛି, ସେଦିନ ଆମର ପ୍ରଥମ କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ ପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ହେବ ବୋଲି ଆମେ ଜାଣିପାରିବା। ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ହେଲା ଆମର ପିଲାମାନେ। ଆଜିର ନୂଆ ପିଢ଼ି ଆଉ ଆଗାମୀ ପିଢ଼ି ଗୋଟିଏ ଗୋଟିଏ ଫୁଲ। ସେମାନେ ଏହି ସଂଗଠନର, ଏହି ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପରିବାରର କେବଳ ଶାଖା ନୁହେଁ, ଗଛର ମୂଳ ସହ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ପରିଚୟ କରିବା ଦାୟିତ୍ୱ ଆମର। ନିଜର ମୂଳ ପରିଚୟ ତଥା ରୁଟ୍କୁ ନେଇ ଗର୍ବ କରିବା ଭଳି ଶିକ୍ଷା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ଦେବା। ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଏହି ସଂଗଠନ ଜରିଆରେ ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଶିଖାଇବା ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ରିଚ୍ କଲଚର, ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁ ସବୁ ଅଛି, ଆମ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ଦେଇପାରିଲେ ସେମାନେ ନେକ୍ସଟ 50 ବର୍ଷ ଏହି ସଂଗଠନକୁ ଆଗକୁ ନେଇପାରିବେ। ଆହୁରି ଭଲରେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ସଂସ୍କୃତିକୁ ଜାଗ୍ରତ କରିପାରିବେ। ତୃତୀୟ କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ, ଯେଉଁଟାକି ସବୁଠୁ ମୁଖ୍ୟ କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ, ଜନ୍ମଭୂମି ଓଡ଼ିଶା। ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତେ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଛାଡ଼ିକି ଆସି ଏହି ଆମେରିକାରେ ରହୁଛେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଶା ପାଇଁ କିଛି ନା କିଛି କର୍ତ୍ତବ୍ୟ ରହୁଛି। ଆମେମାନେ ଛାଡ଼ି ଆସିଛେ ଆମ ବାପା ମା ସାଙ୍ଗସାଥି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ସେଠି। ଆମେମାନେ ଏଠି ଆସି କିଛି କାମ କରି ଏତେ ଉନ୍ନତି କରି ଆମେ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ପାଇଁ ଯଦି ଭାବିପାରିବା, କୌଣସି ସ୍ତରରେ ବି କିଛି ବି କରିପାରିବା, ସେଇଟା ଆମ ପାଇଁ ଏହି ସଂଗଠନକୁ ଆହୁରି 50 ବର୍ଷ କ'ଣ 500 ବର୍ଷ ଆଗକୁ ନେଇ ଚାଲିବ। ଆଉ ମୋର ବକ୍ତବ୍ୟ ସାରିବା ଆଗରୁ ଗୋଟିଏ କଥା କହିବି, ଜନ୍ମଭୂମି ସେ ମୋର, ହାତ ମୁଠାରେ ମୋ ମାଟିର ମହକ, ନମେ ଆଜି ଶତବାର। ନମସ୍କାର, ଜୟ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ।
Thank you, Amar Uncle. Okay, so next we're going to request the OSA treasurer, Mr. Sachi, to come up. Sir Sachipati.
Namaskar. We'll try and go quick. Welcome to all of you to the convention, the guests, chief guests. Thanks to all the volunteers. How many of you have volunteered? Most of them are still working. Raise your hands. Almost. Thanks to all the volunteers for all your hard work, for these sleepless nights, to make this a very success. I'll keep it brief. So if you have seen the theme, we're celebrating 50 years of history, fun, and friendship, and future. While we've done fun, we've certainly maintained friendship, we have achieved a lot. What do we want to do for the next 50 years? Mechanically, I'm a treasurer. I have worked with convention team, the executive team for last 2 years. For the Fanny in May and June, we have raised $250,000. A lot of things goes inside. $250,000, that's great, yeah. A lot of things goes inside to run the OSA as an administrative task. So we kind of lose track of what we want to do. We don't have necessarily a very long, grand plan. We are here 50 years and growing strong. We do have to do 2 or 3 things mechanically. I'm going to leave these thoughts with the next BOG, next executive committee. I would like all of you to think through what do we want to do. Mostly, so one of them things we should think about doing. Today, OSA executives run the administrative functions themselves. All are volunteers, all have a day job. They also are part of what we call is Board of Governors. So we spend more time running administrative functions than focusing and directing a team. So we, as OSA team, should think about hiring a remote and virtual paid team to run the day-to-day mechanical stuff so we can think about committees and plan next 10, 15, 20 years so that we can execute on that as opposed to executing ourselves and staying in it. So that's number one. Number two, OSA is all about Odisha, ODIAs, but we really don't have a permanent presence in Odisha. What we should think about is creating a permanent facility in Odisha which will speak for OSA, represent OSA, promote our brand, and more importantly, execute our development projects. We always partner with somebody to execute a grant or a rebuilding effort, but we need to have our presence in OSA permanently, not with certain members, certain partners, which will outlive, and it could be a branch of OSA or a branch of OSA in Bhubaneswar. Those are the two things I wanted to speak to all of you. I do want to call out for the history team who rebuilt digitally all of last 50 years of OSA. That's something, it takes so much time, and we have digitally preserved that. So thank you all for that, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Patti. Next, can I please ask onto the stage the OSA Vice President, Mr. Sushil Panda.
Good morning, namaskar. Respected Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia, respected Chief Speaker, Dr. Bhagwan Prakash, respected guests, and my dear friends of the society. I have the pleasure of serving you for last 2 years. It has been an honor and privilege. As we meet here in this August occasion of 50th year of our founding, Golden Jubilee, my hearty welcome to all of you. We have 2 full days packed with fun and excitement. Thanks to the convener, Bhaina, for everything you have done. As the team of volunteers, all for this, they did all for the cause of the society, all for our connection and our roots, which is Odisha, which is our foundation. Please do enjoy and celebrate this moment. I do have to speak a few words about funny, and Dr. Bhagwan Prakash already spoke. Very quickly, President Lalatendu Mahanti and myself, we were on the ground for a week. We saw it firsthand. The devastation is real. It is real. Livelihood is lost for about million people. Million people, livelihood is lost. It will take years for them to recover, come back to where it was before Fani. There's nothing left for them. There's no drinking water, there's no home, there's no tree, all of them lying on the ground. And for the little ones, many of the schools are destroyed. There's nothing left. There's nowhere to go to in 110-degree heat. So I take this opportunity today to request you to come forward and help. We can't solve each and every problem, but we can help a few. Every help, time, material, your knowledge, your penny, your paisa, everything counts. With all the due diligence, Lalatendu and myself, we did on the ground, and thanks to our Board of Governors, many of them are here today, we have got an NGO partner, great partner in Odisha, CYSD, founded and headed by Mr. Jagadanand. He was the chief guest of our convention in Detroit. We are very confident. Everything we receive, on top of 250,000, will be spent for the cause. We are very confident. We have made good progress already, as you saw, but we have a long way to go, specifically the amount of devastation, amount of help we can give in Odisha. Now switching topics. We do have switching topics to another one, very dear to many of our members. It's about the OSA Annual Awards. We appreciate, we encourage, recognize distinctive people, members of the society who have made significant contribution to community and society in general and humanity at large. I will request our chief guest, Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia, to come up to the stage and give the awards to our winners. First and foremost, Distinguished Odia Award. This is the highest honor presented to one of our members every year for their contributions to preserve, promote culture, heritage, and customs of Odia-speaking people. This year's winner is Dr. Bigyani Das. Dr. Bigyani Das is a very well-known personality in OSA community in USA, worldwide, for numerous contributions as a mathematical scientist, writer, cultural promoter, a social activist, community organizer, and lifelong volunteer for Odisha and Odia society. Thank you. Oh, so it's, all right. No, that's next. Thank you. To next, Utkalmani Gopabandhu Das Memorial Award is presented to an individual in recognition of outstanding contribution to Odisha in the areas humanitarian and community service. The recipient demonstrates a role model to the non-resident Odia community for philanthropic accomplishments, dedication, and selfless service to humanity. This year's winner is Dr. Anjalika Patnaik. Please come up to the stage. Dr. Anjalika Patnaik, universally known as Anju Upa, is a physician by profession and very popular in Bay Area. Her philanthropic accomplishments, dedication, and selfless service to the humanity is exemplary and extraordinary. Just like the original Utkalmani Gopabandhu, Anju Upa is always there for all resident Odias and their visiting parents as the first contact for friendly medical consultation and service at odd hours. Thank you. Next, we go Arun Das Memorial Kalarsi Award is an honor in recognition of individuals' continued service to promote and propagate Odia art, literature, music, dance, and similar cultural and heritage-based activities. In this year's winner is Savita Panigrai. Please come up to the stage. Savita Panigrai has contributed immensely to the promotion of Odia drama, music, and literature in North America. Since her arrival in Canada in 1987, she has enthusiastically undertaken various leadership roles centered around the Odia arts in both OSA and CanOSA. And please don't miss her tonight. Thank you. The next award is Yuva Kala Vikas Award, an award to recognize a youth for outstanding contribution in promotion of Odia culture, literature, arts, music, dance, etc. in North America. This year's winner is Debansi Nikita Chaudhary. Debansi, daughter of Devaki Nandan and Anjana Chaudhary, has been a great ambassador of Odia heritage and culture in the United States. She has been participating in OSA programs since 2006. She has bagged prizes in Odissi, Chanda, Champu, Odia vocabulary, Odia debate, Meghna Memorial. She has performed Odissi folk and fusion dances at OSA conventions and other community events. Thank you. The next we go to Youth Volunteer Award. This award is to recognize a youth, typically 16 to 30 years of age, of community service in North America. Odisha, North America, Odisha, for service of OSA or chapter, organizational leadership, volunteer work, etc. This year's winner is Alok Mohanty from Maryland. Please come up to the stage, Alok. Alok Mohanty, a second-generation ODI son of Jayagopal and Sulochana Mohanty, currently serves as the treasurer of Washington, D.C. chapter. Prior to this, he served the organization in many capabilities, both at the local and national level. Looks like we don't have Alok Mohanty, so I will request Bhaina to accept this on our behalf. Thank you. And the final award is very important, very near and dear to many of us, is Subrina Biswal Award for Academic Excellence, which was initiated in 1990 by OSA in the loving memory of Subrina, daughter of Dr. Nilambar and Annapurna Biswal of Maryland. The Odisha Society of the Americas, in a joint sponsorship with Dr. Nilambar and Annapurna Biswal and Dr. Sitikanta Das, has been presenting this award to honor an outstanding high school graduate selected from OSA families. Since 2015, this award is being fully sponsored by Dr. Sitikanta Das Foundation. I would request Dr. Sitikanta Das to come up to the stage. The award provides the recipient a one-time scholarship of $1,000. This year's winner is Isha Mahapatra. Please come up to the stage. Isha, daughter of Satish Mahapatra, has excellent academic achievement through consistent dedication and commitment. Her work ethic is role model for others, and she is highly respected by the students and faculty in the Moravian community in eastern Pennsylvania. She is a natural-born leader and has made an impact on the community due to her ability to connect with all social groups and the ability to respectfully take change in all settings. In 2016, Isha was awarded CTY Cognito Research Award from Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth for her work in optimization of brick thermal conductivity and crossing strength. Congratulations, Isha. This concludes our presentation of the award ceremony. Now I'll move on. I know you guys are all waiting very patiently to the inauguration to get over. So moving on, first of all, this is my honor and opportunity to give the vote of thanks from the national organization. First of all, thanks to each and every member of the society for the 50 years of the organization. None of this was possible without the membership and the foundation we have of the membership. Please give them a big hand, each and every member. Then especially all of you who are here today. None of this was possible if you had not come here. Thank you. Then moving on, I do have to thank convener, Dr. Bhaina. Thank you for taking the baton. You made it all possible. All the team from New York, New Jersey chapter, they have done it again. They had done it before. They have done it again with the leadership of Sribatsa Das and a dedicated team of volunteers, which you already heard, all giving their own time, working over a year actually, to make it all happen. Thank you. My sincere thanks to Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia to be here today among us as the chief guest, a Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan awardee winner. It's such an honor to be with one of the living legends of our time. Thank you. Thanks to Dr. Bhagwan Prakash for your 40 years of dedicated service and to be here today with us. We are very fortunate as well. Thank you to all the sponsors who have come forward, believing our cause and supporting this event. Many thanks to all members of Board of Governors who have been always supportive for leading the entire organization. Many of them are here today. Thank you. Thanks to the committee members who work in the backstage. When I say committee, the national committees who work on the OSA awards, the guest selection, and all of those committees. We have 5 or 6 committees. Thanks to all those committee members. They're always in the backstage, never come forward. Their name is never disclosed most of the time. And their chairs, working in the background throughout the year for many of the activities leading up to the convention. And also thanks to the selected leaders of our chapters. We have 18 of them, believe me or not, for their leadership to locally bringing the ODS together locally. Thank you, all the local chapters and the leaders. Finally, I cannot thank you enough. Lalatendu Mahanti, President of OSA, Odisha Society of the America, Amar Senapati, Secretary, Sachipati, Treasurer, for all your hard work and dedication for last 2 years. With your leadership, this organization has continued to grow and further advance our mission and vision. Thank you. Bande Utkala Janani. Namaskar.
Thank you, Mr. Panda. And congratulations once again to the awardees. Next, please welcome back on stage for the concluding remarks, Dr. Uma Mishra. Additionally, afterwards, please stay seated for the theatrical presentation, Dare to Dream.
Actually, officially, I came for... Mic doesn't go? It's me. It's me. No, thank you. Actually, I'm officially trying to close this inauguration program. But in the beginning, while the thank you note has gone to so many ways, to so many directions, I will add a few more. First of all, as your convener, I thank you, the audience. Without your active participation and physical presence, we could not have this possible. Thank you. Please continue the support of OSHA. I thank our chief guest, Pandit Chaurasia. I found from my collection one album which he told gracefully, wow, it is so many years old. Thank you, sir, for being here and honoring the organization and making a landmark presence. Thank you, Pandit Chaurasia. Our chief speaker, who really gave very enlightening talk with his extensive background and different areas of involvement, which you heard in his introduction. I thank you, sir, for being here. Again, this might be a repeat, but I have to close this way. I thank the OSA executives, Lal Mahanti, Amar, Sushil, Panda, Sachipati. You have seen them, heard them, and the Board of Governors from all chapters who have been instrumental in supporting this cause, and you see the result and the effect. I also thank the past presidents and the executives, which we have inserted their names in our souvenir. Thank you to the souvenir team and their total effect. And if you look at the souvenir team, you can see who are selected for last 8 or 10 years of editorial board. So I thank them personally for creating such an outstanding souvenir collecting in a time span. History team, which is a gift from this convention to the present and the future generation, I thank on my bottom of the heart. However, the history team effort still continues. We have 2 terabytes of memory which will be there. If you are from a particular chapter, please browse in and see that this is a gift from you, from us, or the OSA convention to you, the future generation. You will see your younger generation, or when you were looking so young, that pictures you will see and you get giggle or happy about it.
Hey.
The republication team, that's a very special effort by our dear president of the local chapter, Sribatsa Das, with the help of Manas Pradhan. I really thank him for thousands of hours of PDF formatting and all other things it needs, which is beyond my knowledge and know-how, how they reproduced it. So please feel pride for your chapter. If you don't have a book, order that on Amazon, read that in Kindle, and go to Google. It might be a cost, but memory doesn't have a price tag. You will see everything is there. I saw Dr. Dasarathi Ram, just for the name. He was a convener some years ago. Maybe you might have forgotten it. I'm very humbled to meet him again today and yesterday. But anyway, there are plenty of people here. Dr. Amiyo Mohanty and a lot of people are here. I thank them. We are here standing on their shoulders. Thank you again. Thank you, the past presidents and past executives. It is not only the conveners, it is the past presidents. This humongous gathering was possible for our grand sponsor, Odisri, one of the major event sponsors, Falcons, Shobha Builders, and Mu Sigma, and many other platinum sponsors, gold sponsors, silver sponsors, and bronze sponsors. If I stay, keep repeating their names, you will leave much before I finish. So I just personally, from the bottom of my heart, I thank them. Without their help, this expensive convention would not have been possible. Please visit the vendor booths and acknowledge some complimentary remarks and entertain them. That will continue for the future donors to be encouraged. For a long time, we Odias are not known to be entrepreneurs, but in the last 15 years, we saw how many of our generation, how many of our some seniors and present our younger generation have become entrepreneurs. Please encourage them, stay in touch with them. I thank them because quite a few of them has joined on the donorship, whether family level. Please stay in touch. I thank from the bottom of my heart the logistic team. Few years ago, when logistic team was created, I was sneered that what is this team, cleanup team? But I cannot emphasize more than that. I will say they have addressed every issue which we missed as our team management. There is a Champu, Chanda and Odissi which was possible for no less than Lata Misra, who is in the audience, I believe. And this is now a reality for OSA to pick up and continue. We have quite a few years now in the memory, and it is in the history book. In closing, I will have two other things to say. Women in OSHA are not far gone, except that today we saw quite a few of them receive their award. But I think, as you know, behind every successful man, there is a wonderful woman pushing up to that. So there is the role of women in our organization is tremendous. I spoke exactly same thing 10 years ago, and I speak the same thing. Please make every effort to bring them to the front and get them recognized one at a time and block at a time. I will also request the second and third generation Odias to get involved into this organization and be involved because this is yours. We have already very old and we are going to pass on. I would request all the parents to make their children a life membership gift. Very small token, so they will be communicated into the digital system and be connected with the society. Then up to them whether they will come or not. Final one, funding for this OSA convention is a true challenge. I think Sushil Babu and Sachi Babu has already enumerated for this, and I have nothing much to say. We must have to address this for future fundings for this organization. Finally, I close this inauguration program being very thankful, very humble that you are here. But please do not leave the auditorium. The cultural extravaganza is about to explode. You saw the little light flickering on the back screen few seconds ago before the last speaker spoke. So please don't leave. Thank you so much.
Check, check.